Welcome back everybody to another gaming haul. This one is going to be like November, December combined. I didn't really get that much stuff in November, so I just kind of carried it all over to December. So yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. I did want to give a shout out to one of my friends that watches these videos. He actually said that he really likes how I buy games that he knows I'll never play, but just I get them super cheap, and he really likes that because he buys figures, like anime figures and stuff, and he was just saying, yeah, like it's kind of the same thing, right? Because I like buy an anime figure and then it just sits on my shelf, and some games you buy, I know you're never gonna play, but they kind of just sit on your shelf too, kind of like an anime figure, like a display piece. And I was like, yeah, dude, that's you're right. So these next couple games are shout out to him. The first one I got, this was, mind you, I got both of these games for $1, is I got Guitar Hero on Tour for the Nintendo DS, which, if you know anything about Guitar Hero on the DS, you actually need this little plug-in here, this little DS add-on thing, and it's got the green, red, yellow, and blue. It's only got 4 buttons as opposed to just a classic Guitar Hero guitar that has more than that. But yeah, I found it for $1, and I was like, well, I'm gonna get that. That's something I'm never gonna play unless I do get this piece. I remember when I first had a DS back in the day, I was vaguely aware of Guitar Hero on the DS, but Cole was the first one that I saw that had Guitar Hero, and he had this thing. He brought it over to one of our buddies' houses and was showing us, and I thought it was really neat. It was a really cool thing. In retrospect, I don't know if it's as cool as I thought it was, because holding the guitar and playing Guitar Hero is kind of the experience, whereas this, you're just holding a DS with finger buttons. So yeah, I got that one, and then the next one I picked up was Brain Age 2. I got this one also for $1. My friend really liked it. He thought it was neat that I got the first Brain Age, and he's like, well, make sure you get them all. So I got Brain Age 2. I don't know if there is any other Brain Age games, but there it is. I got Brain Age 1 and 2. So those are my DS games that I got for this month. Next, we're going to move on to kind of like my Christmas presents. My mom gave me money for Christmas, and she's like, just buy some stuff and then bring it home and wrap it. So I just bought a whole bunch of Switch stuff. Now, the first one I got is a game I've been wanting for a very long time, is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. It's kind of gross and dirty. I got all of these, mind you, on eBay, except for one of them, which I will tell you which one I did not get on eBay. I got Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Like I said, this is a game I've been wanting for a very long time. And I finally got it. I love Donkey Kong Country. It's been a series that I loved since I was little. I played a lot with Zay. We played a lot of Donkey Kong Country, especially the first one. And then I had Donkey Kong Country 2 for the GBA. I don't know where it's at. I've since lost it over the years, which kind of sucks and is sad, but whatever. I'd like to get him for the SNES. But yeah, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. We played Donkey Kong Country Returns on the Wii. We actually streamed it, I think, a year ago. The game was incredibly difficult, so but I enjoyed it. I like platformers, especially Donkey Kong Country series, so I got this one. The next one I got is, this one's actually sealed. Mind you, I got these next games from eBay as well. Is I got Kirby and the Forgotten Land. When this game first was announced, I was like, dang, that looks really dope. An actual 3D Kirby game. But I never got it. I don't know why. I probably was busy playing other things at the time. So I finally got it, and I am looking forward to actually playing through it. If you followed the channel or followed us for any period of time, you know that I used to just game to do videos on. Like, if I was going to play a video game, it was because I was doing a video on it. And now I've recently, within like the last 6 months, have gotten back into just gaming for fun, and it's been quite enjoyable. I am starting to fall in love with video games again. So yes, Kirby is one I'm looking forward to. I don't know if I'm going to do a video on Kirby, just because this will this technically would be the second Kirby game I've ever played. True Kirby game. I played Kirby Squeak Squad on the DS. I still like that game. Yeah, moving on. I have yet to play this one as well. This is Pokemon Legends Arceus, excuse me. I recently played through, and I'll talk about it in a second. I recently played through Pokemon Violet and really, really liked it. And Cole told me that if I like Violet, I will probably like Legends Arceus even more. So I got it. One of my coworkers was just screaming up and down saying this was his favorite Pokemon game ever, and so I got it. And I'm like, dang, I just can't get enough Pokemon. Also, this is the PAL version. So it's got a different spine, and it's also got this Peggy 7 down there. So, I personally don't think I actually care about that. It's got a triangle down here too. I don't know if you can see that right there. So, yeah, Pokemon Legends Arceus, got it. And then the last Switch game I got is Pokemon Violet. Obviously, I just talked about it. Super stoked for the game. I played through it with the boys, and it was tons of fun. I love playing through games with my friends, especially single player games like this where we can all jump on Discord and play together and help each other out and be like, yo, go to this area, I got this, or whatever, you know what I mean? Just playing the game alongside each other. It's almost like we're all in the same room playing the same game, so kind of fun. This game I had a lot of fun with. Obviously, if you are a Pokemon fan or just live on the internet, you know that this game has been just ripped to shreds by lots of people because of its optimization and how it runs. It doesn't run great. There have been some patches that I think have made the game run a little bit better since its release a couple weeks ago. But like I said, I had a ton of fun. I think I put almost 40 hours into it and loved it. It's just a fun video game. It's an open world Pokemon game. If you haven't played Pokemon, I would recommend jumping into this one first, just because it's a lot of fun. A lot of fun things you can do, lots of Pokemon to catch. It's open world, you can explore, and I just had a blast playing Pokemon. So I am, from here on out, probably going to buy all the Pokemon releases. So, yay. That is my Switch games for the month of November and December. And I actually got to wrap these because they're my Christmas presents, and my mom will be happy if I have something to open. So, okay, the next one is a fun story that I was super stoked. So, once again, if you've been following the channel, you know that I've been making videos on 3D Sonic games. And with the release of the new Sonic Frontiers, I was super stoked about it, but I did not get it day one. I was in the middle of playing Pokemon, I believe. I can't remember. I was playing something else at the time. I think Pokemon might have released after. I don't remember. Because I think Sonic came out November 8th. Regardless, doesn't matter. So I waited to get Sonic Frontiers. I waited a week. And then Beat 'em Ups did a video saying, hey, Sonic Frontiers. He did a video on Sonic Frontiers, and he said, yeah, the game's alright, but they just price dropped it. So I went to GameStop, and I picked it up for, and I'm going to show you the price here, because it's written on it. I went in, brand new game, came out, and in 1 week, they dropped it $20. I don't know if this was on sale or not. I don't know if it was a sale or if they actually just dropped the price, because... Ooh, I don't like that. I have to clean this case. It's like crap on it. Yeah, I don't know if they dropped the price because the game wasn't selling well. I don't know. Maybe they just well, it's probably worth $40 instead of 60. So I picked it up, but as I was at GameStop getting it, the guy's like, hey, do you want a steelbook? And I'm like, what? Yeah, sure. Do I have to pay more? No. He just gave me this freaking dope Sonic Steelbook. Now, I don't know if this was like a pre-order bonus or if they just had a whole bunch of extra that they just decided to give to me. But my goodness, I was like, yeah, dude, I will take the Sonic Steelbook. Sonic Frontiers. Thing is freaking dope. Looks really cool. And it's a Steelbook. I like Steelbooks, especially this one. This one looks really, really sick. I'm slowly becoming a Sonic fan, but like being a Sonic fan is hard. It's a hard series to defend. I think Sonic is a very cool, badass character, but his 3D video games have just not been it. I heard this one's a lot better than some of the older ones we've gotten. My favorite so far, I've played Sonic Adventure 1 and 2, Sonic Heroes, Shadow the Hedgehog, and Sonic 06. And Sonic Adventure 2 is still my favorite. I feel like there's just a lot to do in there, and the Chows made the game a lot more replayable. But Sonic and Shadows levels were the only fun ones, so I don't know when I'm going to get into this one. Obviously, I'm going to do a review on it because I'm doing all the 3D Sonic games, but it might be a hot minute, so look forward to that. I don't know. I do want to play it before, just to play the game, and maybe I'll play it and then in a couple years do a review on it, and then I don't freaking know. Regardless, it was just a cool story that I got 20 bucks. I got it 20 bucks cheaper by waiting a week, and I got this freaking stick, this 6 steelbook. So, okay, moving on to the next thing I wanted to show you guys is sometimes I buy games from auctions, like I was telling you. So this is not the price I paid. I think I paid $4 for this. This is Sunset Overdrive. It might have been even less than $4. But as you can see, the case is just absolutely destroyed. Like, this is an unusable case. So what I like to do is I go to our local game store, and then I buy... The CD's fine, by the way. Like, just a little bit of dust on it, I guess. Yeah. I like to go to our local game store, and then I just buy cases. I buy sports cases that I can just harvest, because this is bad. Broken and bad. So I go to our local game store, and then I buy cases like this, which you can see that. Paid 99 cents for this. The only thing that sucks is the sticker. So if you can get ones that aren't sports games for $1 or less, because I have to peel this NFL sticker up. It's not that big of a deal, but whatever. So anyway, like I was saying, I just go to our local game store. I buy whatever the sports title is. And I have so many. I have a stack. Maybe one day I'll show you the stack of sports games I bought and just harvested over the years. Not even over the years. I've been doing this probably 6 months. Yeah. You just harvest it, harvest the case. You're in a better case now, Sunset Overdrive. I will say, most of the time, the games I have gotten have been, like, the CDs are usually fine. I've never had any issues with the CD. But sometimes the artwork is just trashed, and that kind of sucks. Or I have bought them from the auction, and I think that the people just don't know. And I'm going to show you in a second, because this was from the auction. But the other game I'm going to show you. By the way, I've never played Sunset Overdrive, but this is the first... I think this was an Xbox One launch title. I could be wrong. But this was the first game I ever saw somebody play on the Xbox One. Incidentally enough, it was Cole, once again, because he did buy an Xbox day one. So he had it and played it, and I watched it at his house. So it looks really fun. I think it's like a platformer. When I first watched it, it kind of reminded me of like Jet Set Radio, but looking at the case, there's monsters and guns, and it could be a fun one for me to play finally. So there's that. The next game I also got from the auction. This is the Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered. I believe this is like I don't know if it's a real-time strategy, but here's the thing though, is this says the Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered. This also was, I had to harvest the case. The case was really busted up, so I got another sports title game. What's funny is when I was getting the sports games at the game shop, the guy was like, you know you're buying 2 Madden games, right? And I'm like, yeah, I know. Because I was using it for this. But anyway, so it's Valkyrie Chronicles Remastered, and then it's Valkyrie Chronicles 4 that's in here, which sucks, but like, whatever. Once again, I paid only a couple bucks for this. So yeah, I got it. I think it's kind of like a real-time strategy game. I'm not really sure. Probably should have done a little more research on it, but that's what happens when you're me. Okay, so the next thing that I got was... So the next game I got, I have Until Dawn, and I found this at our thrift store for $6. This is a game I've always wanted. You can hear Thane laughing in the background. This is a game I've always wanted for the PlayStation 4. We played through it on stream. I believe it was on stream, or maybe we did a Let's Play of it. I don't remember, but it was a fun game. It's like a fun story game, kind of like a horror-esque, and I enjoyed it. So that was like when I started collecting games, I was like, yep, I'm gonna put this on the list. I found it one time for like $10 on Facebook Marketplace, but I didn't get it for some reason, so I got it cheaper by waiting anyway. So yeah, Until Dawn. This is a fun one. I would recommend playing this one if you haven't, especially if you like horror games and story games, like Telltale games, I guess, in a sense. So there's that. Moving on to, let's do my Wii pickups. We'll do Wii and Wii U. I actually got these just a couple days ago. So, everybody knows we had a Direct a little bit ago, the Nintendo Direct, where it was just farming sims. Everybody, myself included, was hoping for Zelda on the Water and Twilight Princess Remastered, or the HD versions ported to the Switch, but we didn't get it. So I was sick of waiting, and I found this copy of Wind Waker once again at one of our game stores for $50, which is about what it goes for on eBay, except for I'd have to pay a little bit more. At the time, like as of right now, this is what it goes for. As you can see right here, I paid $49.99. But yeah, it's Wind Waker is the only 3D Zelda game I have never beaten all the way through. I have played it twice, but I never beat it. I got stuck on the Triforce hunts, and Thane actually was the one that I played his copy, I believe. Was it for the GameCube I played?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was Thane's GameCube copy, but I also learned that Wii U discs are curved, which I didn't know that. If you fill other CDs, they're not, but Wii U discs are curved. So, Cole, spoiler alert, if depending on when this video comes out, Cole's actually working on a video on Wind Waker. It's kind of like a Rewind-esque video, which is super dope, and I'm really excited to see it. But I helped him film it, and we did the voiceovers, and really fun. Anyway, like I said, Wind Waker is the only 3D Zelda game I haven't completed all the way through. I do want to do it. I'm going to get to it someday. Maybe next year. I'm not sure. I haven't really decided. But yeah, I will do a video on Wind Waker because I really enjoy the art style. I love Zelda games, and this game is really, really fun. One of my favorite Zelda songs of all time is Outside Island. I love that. I play it all the time. I probably played it during this video too, so there you go. The next Wii pickup I got, because this is continuing my self-affliction, is I got Sonic and the Black Knight. I got this on eBay. I think I paid $10 for it. Not looking forward to this one. But like I said, I am doing all the 3D Sonic games. I decided to do a video series because I'm a monster, and I'm just gonna keep on trucking. So this one actually isn't the next one I'm on. I'm on Sonic and the Secret Rings. Well, currently right now I'm editing the video for Sonic 06, so Sonic and the Secret Rings will be sometime next year along with Black Knight. I believe this one comes after. If not, then it's going to be Sonic Unleashed and then the Black Knight. Spoiler alert, I'm playing Sonic Unleashed on the 360 as well. The next one I got is the Resident Evil Umbrella Chronicles. I don't know if this game is any good or not. I think it's just an on-rail shooter. It's kind of like House of the Dead, I believe. But once again, I'm also doing a video series on the Resident Evil games. I haven't done any of the spin-offs. I've only been doing mainline, so I've done Resident Evil. Well, that's not true. Well, kind of. I don't know if they consider, I need to look it up. I don't know if they consider Resident Evil Revelations 1 and 2 mainline. But other than those two, I've done Resident Evil 0, the first Resident Evil, the remastered obviously, and then Revelations 1 and 2. So I've done videos on those 4 games. I might do the spin-off games. We'll just have to see, because I'm going to do all the main lines, because I haven't played 7 or 8 yet. I've played all the others. Well, that's not true. I've watched Zay play Resident Evil 2. Or no, I watched Thane. Yeah, it was Zay. I watched Zay play Resident Evil 2. I watched Thane play Resident Evil 3. Both of those were the remakes. I love Resident Evil 4. That was the game that got me into the series. I played that as a kid several times. Then I played the remastered on PC. Resident Evil 5, I played a bunch with my friends and family growing up. Loved that game. excited to actually go back and play that one sometime. And then Resident Evil 6, I played through. That game's just an action game. It's kind of boring. I mean, if I'm being honest, Resident Evil 5 is really an action game. Resident Evil 4 is a super action-y game, but Resident Evil 4 had a lot of horror elements. Resident Evil 5 was co-op, and I loved that. Resident Evil 6 is co-op, so when I play that one, I'll probably do it with a friend. And then Resident Evil 7, I watched Zay play through. I haven't played Resident Evil 7. I will eventually. And then Resident Evil 8, I will play through eventually too. I watched Thane play a little bit of that one. So, yeah. My last couple Wii pickups for the month is, mind you, this sticker's not right. I need to clear off this. Is I got Red Steel. Red Steel was the very first game I played on the Wii. Thane came over. Growing up, we used to hang out at my grandma's house all the time. And one day, I don't know if it was Christmas or not, but Thane came over and he showed us his Wii. We played 3 games that day. I think. 3 or 4, I don't remember. But we played Red Steel. This was really hard. And while I was playing it, I'm like, dang, Thane, I don't know about this Wii thing. It kind of blows. We played Red Steel, we played Wii Sports, and we played WarioWare Smooth Moves. I own Wii Sports and WarioWare Smooth Moves, and those 2 games are super fun, obviously. But this game kind of sucked booty cheeks, so I'm going to go back and play this one. I think, once again, this is another kind of like on-rail shooter game, but maybe not, I don't remember. It's up to 4 players, too. And then the last one I got is Red Steel 2. I found this one. I got both of these at another game store we went to for Thane's birthday. Red Steel 2 I heard is way better. I remember when I was looking at Red Steel 2 at one point, I thought it was really expensive. This might have been several years ago, but I got this for like 15 bucks. So kind of cool. It's cool that I got both of these in the collection now. And I would love to go through and play these someday as well. Play through them all. But yeah, I think of all these 3, well, yeah, these are all games I'm going to play through, but I'm super stoked. I'm really happy that I got Wind Waker. This is the first copy of Wind Waker I actually own now. I have the case of the original Wind Waker in the GameCube, but not the game. So I'll probably buy the game someday. It's just like 50 bucks right now, so if I can get it cheaper, that would be great. And then moving on to the last of what I collected this month. This is Xbox and Xbox 360. So we're going to start with the Xbox. I got Black. This game I never actually heard of, but then I watched an MJR video talking about Black. I don't know if he did a full video, if it was just he had Black in like his play these Xbox games. And it looked really cool. It's on Game Pass as well, I believe. So I have played like 10 minutes of it. Excited to go through and play that one someday. Apparently it has a lot of really cool physics where you can break things. You can blow up buildings and stuff, so that's fun. This case is disgusting, and I also didn't want the platinum hits, but when I went to the game store, the guy was looking through the CDs and he's like, hey, I only have platinum hits versions. Are you okay with that? And I'm like, I guess I'm okay with that. So okay, and then the next 2 I got, also for the original Xbox, is I got Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. I've heard this game's really good. Thane was telling me that this Prince of Persia one everybody really likes. So I was like, cool, I'll get it. The first Prince of Persia game I played was on Thane's Wii, and I don't remember much about it other than I liked it, I guess. Now, I don't have the second one. I just found this one, and then I believe this is the third game, Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones. I don't know if people like this one or not. I know for sure that people do like Sands of Time. I'm sure there's lots of people out there that do enjoy this game as well. But I need to get the second one. I think it's like Way of the Warrior or something. So I'll get that on the original Xbox. I do enjoy... This is correct, by the way. I did pay 10 bucks for this. But I do enjoy collecting for the original Xbox. Right now, it's probably my favorite besides the Switch. I love collecting for the Switch, but the original Xbox is probably my favorite console to collect for right now. I'm just having lots of fun with it. Plus, it's nostalgic. The N64 was my first console, but the original Xbox the one where I was old enough to like know that I really enjoyed video games, and Halo was on it. It's just, that was the console that got me hooked on video games, is the original Xbox. So the last two that I grabbed is, I found Bulletstorm. I think this one was $6, $5 or $6. Cole for years has been telling me this game's awesome. He did a video on it on the channel. Just swears up and down by it. Says it's just a really fun, epic game. So yeah, I got that one. I want to play through this eventually too. And then the last game that is on the list that I did is, I got Fable 3. I own Fable 1 and 2 on the original Xbox, and got Fable 3 for the 360, so now Fable is complete. Super stoked about that. Kind of a lot of fun. So I remember playing Fable 1 on the original Xbox, and I thought it was pretty cool, but I watched my uncles play it a lot more than me actually playing it, because I was a kid. So Fable 1 remastered, I believe it's a remaster, as I'm probably going to play with that one first. I have it on the PC, so those are all of my games for the month. But that is not all the video game things that I have collected. So when I was at our thrift store, I found this gem. This is, and I got it for $4, if you can see that price tag there. Yeah, right there, $4. Hopefully it works. I haven't tested it as of yet, but I found an original, like, this is Xbox first party controller. This is the smaller one too. I had two of these growing up, but I was a kid and just beat the crap out of all the things that I had. So I got this one, and I found it for $4, and I was like, yo, I am buying that. The triggers feel really good. The thumbsticks are not worn down. You can still freaking see the dots on them, the grip dots. The buttons all felt good, so I was like, dang, I'm fingers crossed it works. I also saw a Duke controller for like $10. I already own two Duke controllers, but these first party ones, the original hardware controllers, I'm having a hard time finding these in the wild. I can always buy the crappy like third party ones that people make, and I've bought those in the past, and that's what I use to play on right now, but it's kind of broken and a piece of garbage. So the fact that I got this, oh, it feels so much better. Super stoked about this. Now, the last thing that I got, this was another Christmas present, so I haven't actually opened it and tested it out yet, but I've watched lots of videos on it, and I heard it's really good. This is the 8BitDo Ultimate Bluetooth Controller. So like I said, I watched lots of videos on this, super excited about it. One of the selling points, well, the two selling points for me, it's got a charging dock, which is super cool, and it's USB-C is what powers this. And then the second thing that I really liked, here, go ahead. The second thing that I really liked about this, the other selling point, not only did it have a dock, but it has a dongle and it's Bluetooth. So I can Bluetooth to my Switch, and then I can plug the dongle into my computer. And then all I have to do is, there's a little switch on the back of the controller that goes back and forth between Bluetooth and the dongle. So yes, I am really excited. I did pull it out of the box, the controller itself, and held it in my hand. I mean, I guess I may as well just show you guys now. And it felt really good. Like, it's, I don't know. Like I said, I'm just super stoked. I don't even have a controller for my Switch yet, and so my friends have been telling me for the last, I've had a Switch for almost 3 years now. I got it right before COVID, so it's like March of 2020. And my friends for years have been telling me that I'm crazy for not having a pro controller to play on. So here it is. It's pretty small too. Like compared to this, I guess they're about the same size, but you can tell that this one is smaller. It's got grips on the back. It's got two buttons on the back here, like these two buttons. Here's the switch that goes back and forth between Bluetooth and the dongle. So it feels really good. The triggers feel nice. Like, it's just, I don't know. I'm super stoked to use this. Like I said, the big selling point was just the dock, and then being able to switch back and forth. So really excited for that. But that is it, everybody. That is my haul for November and December. I'm probably not going to be buying any more games this month unless I find really good deals, because it's Christmas and I need to save money to buy Christmas gifts and stuff. So But yeah, that is it. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like. And tell me about some of your hauls that you've gotten recently. So, yay! Bye!